Skinny Hardaway Southern T back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, I greatly appreciate you sliding through. If it's your first time, do your boy a solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. We talk this good boxing every single day, not just today. Y'all haven't checked out my early EP, y'all go make sure y'all check that out. The great Mike Stafford, Ohio legend, has passed away. He passed away yesterday at the age of 67. I did a EP on it this morning. Y'all go to the page, go to the lives, check the video out. But today, right now, we here to talk about Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. We all know Chris Eubank is coming off the TKO stoppage over Liam Smith, the revenge TKO stoppage over Liam Smith about 2 weeks ago. At this point, last week, 2 weeks ago, actually it was last week, right? Last Saturday, Chris Eubank and Liam Smith. Chris Eubank got his get back, as I predicted that Chris Eubank would, and he stopped Liam Smith. Now, some of us may forget that before that, Liam Smith and Eubank was never even supposed to happen to begin with. Sudden T, what you mean? Eubank and what you mean? Eubank and Liam Smith was never supposed to happen to begin with. A lot of people forget that Liam Smith was in the fight build up with Conor Benn, and then Conor Benn had that whole situation on where he popped or didn't pop dirty, however that went, because originally they said he did, but then later on he got cleared and now he can fight again. So who knows what's really up with that. But Conor Benn had the instance where he popped dirty and it became huge news and the fight was canceled. Chris Eubank Jr. had to reschedule his fight, and he rescheduled a fight with Liam Smith. Now, nobody really expected, Chris Eubank to get beat by Liam Smith, but that's indeed what happened. Chris Eubank got beat by Liam Smith, which caused the rematch to happen that we just saw last Saturday. Now, Chris Eubank finally got his get back, and the next step for Chris Eubank is looking like what's coming down the pipe is they're going to continue that original matchup, right? They're going to continue that original matchup, right? With Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. And it's looking like that they're trying to target December. December is going to be the target date, and they want to do it in the USA, or they're going to do it in Saudi Arabia. So those are the two locations that I'm being told right now on where this fight would take place. Most definitely December, and thinking about doing it in America, or they're thinking about doing it in Saudi Arabia. I know some people might have saw SA and maybe thought San Antonio, right? But now Saudi Arabia. Those are the two places right now that I'm being informed. But I'm not gonna lie. Just on the side note, right? It's a lot of crazy stuff going on at the zone with people popping for steroids and whatnot, right? We just had the Alyssa Bumgarner situation, right? But Conor Benn ended up getting cleared. So I wouldn't be too surprised if maybe Alyssa Bumgarner ended up getting cleared, you know what I mean, later on. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I was intrigued with this fight before the whole situation with Conor Benn, and now that it's being talked about again, and especially for December, meaning it's going to be right around the corner pretty soon. I'm intrigued about it. You know what I mean? Again, because did Conor Benn pop dirty or didn't he? Because they said he did, and then he got cleared, and now he can fight again. So they really just created, a whole lot of confusion. But before this whole mess, you know what I mean, with the steroids and all this stuff, Conor Benn was starting to make a real push, you know what I mean, towards the top of the 147-pound division. Not Earl and Bud, top of the division. But we all know that Earl and Bud, probably not going to be in that division too much, you know what I mean, longer. Earl Spence already said he going up. Terence Crawford said he'd be willing to fight Earl Spence at 154. So those belts are about to become vacant now. Before all of this steroid stuff with Conor Benn, I myself was saying, man, I think Conor Benn is one of the next guys up at 147. Now, this whole situation has tainted, the Conor Benn, slowed down the Conor Benn train, right? It tainted the Conor Benn name a little bit. But then again, look at it, man. He ended up getting cleared. So did he take the steroids or did he not? But I digress. But I do think Conor Benn is still one of the more intriguing fighters today, one of the more exciting fighters today, right? So I'm actually, and Liam Smith is coming off his fight. I said Liam Smith. Chris Eubank Jr. is coming off his fight with Liam Smith where he looked damn good. A lot of people had Liam Smith losing that fight. He went in there and he stopped Liam Smith. I didn't have him stopping Liam Smith, and I'm one of the people that had him winning the fight. But he went there and he stopped Liam Smith. So you got Chris Eubank, who just got his get back. You got Conor Benn, with all of the news and talk surrounding him. So you got Eubank coming off a big knockout. You got Conor Benn, one of the most chastised, famous or infamous fighters. You know what I mean? Right now, we love to talk about Conor Benn. Good, bad, and different. I think it makes a lot of sense to just go back to the original plan that they had, which was Conor Benn and Eubank before Liam Smith, kind of, knocked out. Before Liam Smith knocked out Chris Eubank and Conor Benn, tested positive or not tested positive, for those steroids. That's how the Liam Smith and Chris Eubank saga started in the beginning, right? It was Conor Benn fight that they were training for that fell through. So he had a step-in opponent, which was Liam Smith, ended up losing, just beat Liam Smith. So now they're going back to the original plan. They're looking to do it about December in the USA or Saudi Arabia. But I ain't going to keep y'all too long here with this EP. But y'all better believe we is going to have us some morning conversation because Canelo Alvarez said something that I thought was interesting, and I want to run it by y'all. But Skin Hardaway 7T, this ain't the pay. Oh, yeah, Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr., being targeted for December. We going to keep an eye out for that, right? But Skin Hardaway 7T, this ain't the past, this ain't the future, but just the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Love.